Hello. Today I'm going to share a video with you explaining how to edit an expense report. There might be a number of reasons you need to edit an expense report. Most likely, it's either going to be because you just submitted an expense report and realized that you forgot something, you need to add a document or a note, or maybe do an itemization, or more likely because something has been sent back to you and you need to find where that document is so that you can edit it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start here on the one.woostel.edu website. This is just to get your access to Workday. I do always recommend that if you don't have one.woostel.edu bookmarked by clicking this little star here, I would recommend that you do that, so that whenever you click open the new tab, you'll always have the one.woostel option there. So that'll bring you right to here. You log in using your Woostel key and password up here. And then if you're like me, you've favorited the Workday login on a previous login attempt, and then it'll show up right here at the top of your list in your favorites. So you click this Workday login link. That brings you to your Workday homepage. Now from here, there are a few different ways to access documents that have been sent back to you. Probably the most easy will be for you to just click your inbox icon, or it could be in this awaiting your action section if something was just sent back to you. But if you're not finding it in any of those places, you can always click on the expenses hub. That's in my case, I have it here in my top 4 apps. Just so you know, it says your top apps only because it's at the top of the list of my apps. The list of apps can be found here by viewing all apps, or by clicking the hamburger menu up here. That brings up the list of all apps that you have access to, and the top 4 in that list will show up here. So in any case, however you want to get to it, you can go to this expenses hub by clicking on that, and then from there you want to click this expense reports button in the top left corner. You click that, and that brings up a list of all your expense reports. Now, this is a complete list of every expense report that you've ever submitted in Workday, regardless of its status. It could be canceled, could be paid out, could be that it's waiting on a reviewer or some other process in order to get paid out, or it could be that it's sent back. An easy way to determine the documents that you have the ability to edit is if in this actions column here, if this button is available for actions. If there is no action, there's no action button, then it means that there's nothing you can do with that. It's either paid out, it's canceled, it's in some other status that you have no access to. But if it has this button, you can click this as a drop down, and you can see that there's a cancel option and there's a change expense report option. Now, I want to point out that if something has been sent back to you and you're not sure why it's been sent back, or maybe we've sent you an email saying, hey, heads up, I just sent this back to you, go take a look at the notes on the document, you won't actually be able to see the notes that I've sent just by clicking edit or change. You'll actually have to view the document. And the easiest way to do that is in this area here under the expense report number. You'll want to right click to bring up the side menu. If you click on it, it'll automatically route this whole page to that expense report, and then you'll have to come back to this separately. So I always recommend right clicking on the hyperlink of the expense report number, and then click see in new tab. That'll open up a new tab over here. And now you are viewing this expense report. Again, in the top red bar, you can always see what you're currently doing with this document. So you're just viewing this and you're not editing right now. But in this area, you can click this business processes tab here, right next to your expense lines. And there you'll be able to see any comments that have been added previously. So in this case, Kim sent this back to me because I asked her to send it back to me, because I set this up just for testing purposes. And I asked her to send it back to me for this example. But if I had sent this back to you, there might be a note saying from John Foudy, or Foudy, John, this is what you're missing here. Please upload this additional documentation, et cetera, et cetera. So this should have some clear explanation about what is wrong with the expense report, what needs to be changed or added. And then you can go ahead and make your edits. And in order to edit from here, you can click on this little icon up here, which we call the Twinkie icon. It kind of looks like an upside down Twinkie with the orange rectangle with the 3 white dots. And from here, you float over this expense report button, and then you can click change. Now, if it was clear from the email that we sent you, that here's one very specific thing you need to change, then you may already know exactly what you need to change, in which case you can just go to this button and you can click change expense report. Either doing this or by coming here and clicking this will bring you to the exact same page, and that is this. So now in the red bar, it says change expense report. So now we're in the edit edit phase of this expense report. So we've grabbed it back and we're actually making a change. And in this case, I might need to like upload a document, or I might need to do an itemization or whatever. So I make the change, whatever it is, and then I can click submit again, and it'll route back through for approvals. And that is how you edit an expense report. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us in the business office. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day. Thanks.